The sudden change shocked everyone. No one expected Zhang Xuanji to take action suddenly, and the speed was so fast that they didn't even see the action clearly. In fact, even the blood demon, who was famous for his speed, didn't react. He was slapped away. Simple, brutal, and overwhelming. It wasn't until this moment that they realized that the seemingly kind-hearted fat old man in front of them was more difficult to deal with than they expected. Ka ka ka! Blood Demon William staggered up from the ground and stretched out his hand to straighten his neck, which was crooked. His collapsed cheeks are also beginning to recover at a speed visible to the naked eye. Fortunately, vampires have strong body healing capabilities, otherwise a slap would be enough to make them crippled. Old guy! Your strength is pretty good, but it's not that easy to kill me. Blood Demon William gritted his teeth and stared at Zhang Xuanji fiercely, his eyes full of bloodthirsty light. If Zhang Xuanji's blood could be drained, his power would surely reach a higher level. Oh? It's interesting. Zhang Xuanji raised her eyebrows slightly with a slight smile on her lips. Old man! Go to hell! Blood Demon William didn't talk nonsense. He stepped forward and turned into a bloody afterimage, charging towards Zhang Xuanji. Zhang Xuanji put one hand behind her back and did not dodge. He just stretched out his right hand and lightly touched the bloody afterimage in front of him. Boom! Accompanied by a deafening explosion, a purple lightning bolt as thick as a thigh suddenly shot out. The surrounding night sky lit up with the light of purple lightning. It is the signature magical power of Longhu Mountain, Thunder Method. Elite disciples can only use it as thick as a thumb, and even a Taoist like Orion Foster can only use it as thick as a wrist at most. However, the thunder technique used by Zhang Xuanji was as thick as a thigh. This is no longer just a thunder method, but more like a divine punishment. Bang! Thick purple lightning struck the bloody afterimage like a missile, directly blasting it into pieces. However, the strange thing is that after the afterimage exploded, it suddenly turned into thousands of vampire bats. The bats were numerous, densely packed, and their movements were erratic. After scattering in all directions, they quickly gathered together and continued to hit Zhang Xuanji like a barrage of cannons. Buzz! A golden light suddenly lit up on Zhang Xuanji's body. The dazzling golden light was as dazzling as the sun. The bats that rushed over were bounced away as soon as they touched the golden light. Before they landed, they turned into wisps of blood-colored breath and dissipated, and could not get close at all. The general golden light spell can only be used for defense, but the golden light spell used by Zhang Xuanji has already had an attack effect. Any evil spirit that approaches will be severely damaged. Seeing that the attack was ineffective, the bats quickly gathered again, and finally transformed into the body of the Blood Demon William. But compared to the beginning, the Blood Demon William's face became paler at this moment. Those bats just now were all transformed by his blood. After being destroyed by the golden light, he was also affected. You have only this little ability, and you dare to say that you can destroy our Longhu Mountain? You are really overestimating yourself. Zhang Xuanji smiled contemptuously. Old man! I will fight you! The Blood Demon William was furious, and he directly spread his fangs and claws, and pounced on him again like a beast. Go! Seeing that William couldn't get an advantage, Bear King Bailey didn't hesitate and gave an order to launch an attack. In an instant, more than a dozen top masters attacked from all directions. Bear King Bailey's body is extremely strong. His speed, strength, defense, etc. are all unique among the masters at the ultimate grandmaster level. His attack method is also extremely violent. His palms are like knives. With the terrifying power, he can tear a living person apart with his hands. The attack method of Boxing Saint Bong is similar to that of Bear King Bailey. Both use both hands as weapons. The biggest difference is that Basong's boxing skills have reached perfection. Every blow can accurately find the weak point and smash it with 100 times the force. The attack is simple and rough, but it contains mysterious skills that are difficult to capture. Jinwu Kingdom Sword Saint Kusumataro has a high level of cultivation and superb swordsmanship. The magic sword in his hand is very evil and will automatically absorb the spirit. Anyone who is cut by this magic sword, even if it is just a small cut, will be sucked dry in an instant. As for the 3 ace killers of Tianju, each has its own strengths. Brahma is proficient in judo locks, and his limbs are like pythons. Anyone who is entangled by him cannot break free. Vishnu is proficient in assassination and is good at using various weapons. He attacks unexpectedly and is hard to defend against. As for Shiva, he is good at voodoo curses and kills people without anyone noticing. In addition, several main gods in the Pantheon have also used their unique skills and burst out with the strongest combat power. If it were an ordinary grandmaster, facing these world's top powerhouses, he would be torn to pieces in the blink of an eye. However, Zhang Xuanji remained calm and motionless, bathing in dazzling golden light, looking as majestic as a god. "Evil demons, get out of here!" When the strong men came up, Zhang Xuanji stomped his feet. The golden light on his body suddenly turned into thousands of long whips, whipping around indiscriminately. Each golden long whip contains 1,000 pounds of power, and ordinary warriors will die if they touch it.
And just can't accept it. This can't be the end yet. You promised to never leave, and now you're gone.